And good evening, everybody. Roger Silveri here with my lovely other half, Amanda Carter. We are excited because this is session 2 of our Blogging for Profits weekly webcast, and we're truly excited because tonight we've got something special for you guys. And we want to let everyone know that we appreciate them tuning into our webcast on a weekly basis. Again, this is our second show, so our show is going to get better and better and better. We had a great first turnout. Introducing our vision of what we're looking to accomplish with our show. And again, it's just going to get better. And we're looking forward to really providing you guys value, including special guests, including, different tips and strategies and techniques on how you can become a better entrepreneur, better home business owner. Really, that's where our niche is. But this is applicable to pretty much every entrepreneur that's out there, okay, that is really looking to take their game to the next level. And we want to do that through the form of blogging, all right? But not everything that we're going to talk about tonight is going to be about blogging, all right? We're going to talk about what it means to be resilient, okay? And so we've titled this The Power of Resiliency and How to Get Your Voice Heard When No One is Actually Listening to You. And we understand how frustrating that can be because Amanda and I have been in entrepreneurship for quite some time. And we realize that, we have to create our own audience. We have to create our own following. And, it can be challenging. It can be daunting. But at the end of the day, we want to ensure you that, we understand what it takes, to be, not only an entrepreneur, but a resilient entrepreneur. Somebody that actually is in the forefront and in the trenches and doing something wonderful. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to pass it off to my better half. She's going to take over for the first half of tonight. We're going to go for about 60 minutes, guys. And I'm going to give you guys a special treat. If you guys are on the page, okay, you guys can see that there's a green button there that says Get Our Kalatu Premium Blog, which we're going to talk about here a little bit later on tonight, or toward the end of the session. Stick around for the end of the session because we're going to talk about how you can be part of our vision and what we're looking to accomplish and how we can help you personally. This is more important, how we can help you personally get your voice heard out there in the marketplace. So with that said, sweetie, it is all yours.
All right. Thank you, my love. Happy Sunday, everyone. Uh-oh. Can they hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you, sweetheart. So happy Sunday, everyone. How is everyone doing? I'm so excited to be here. I am Dr. Amanda Carter. I'm the CEO and founder of CareThap, which stands for Care and Recreational Activities for Autistic People. I specialize in autism, Down syndrome, and mental health. And to inquire further about my organization, you can go to www.carafap.com. And what inspired me to, I guess, really go into the field of autism? So many people ask me that. And to make a long story short, going back to undergrad, I worked with a child who had a diagnosis of autism. And at that time, I really didn't understand his maladaptive behaviors. And then I had another experience when I was in graduate school and I worked with another child who had a diagnosis of autism, and seeing his mother interact with her child on a day-to-day basis, it really inspired me. And then when I was working on my doctorate, I initially focused on adjudicated juveniles who were incarcerated in adult facilities. And I stumbled upon many adversities. So I decided to switch my research topic and to focus on autism. And I am a huge advocate of autism and Down syndrome. I participate in many community events, and that's truly a passion of mine. I also have a passion for horses. I am a blogger and what you call a serial entrepreneur. And Roger and I, our mission, our vision, and our goal is to give you value, to inspire you, to empower you, and also to give you insight of how to navigate your way through entrepreneurship and also to help you to become the very best. So Roger mentioned that we're going to focus on the word resilient. So what do you think when you hear the word resilient? Now, I want you to take a few seconds to jot down a few ideas. Okay. Wonderful. Now, when I hear the word resilient, I automatically think of one word, and that one word means to fight. And according to Webster, the word resilient means I'm a person who loves literature. So, according to Webster, the word resilient means to become strong, healthy, or successful again after something bad happens. It also means to return to an original I can't even read my own handwriting, original state or shape after being pulled, stretched, passed, or bent. Now I want you to write down a few experiences when you felt as though you were resilient. And I'm going to give you a few seconds to do that. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm going to share a few personal examples with you. Now, yesterday, I had some family to travel from Delaware, Danville, Virginia. That's about 5 hours from DC, where I am currently. And also some family who live here locally. And we had a family cookout. I saw some of my family members who I hadn't seen in some time. And we had a ball. I'm telling you, we played all kind of games. We played Jenga. I was playing with the little kids. I knocked down the Jenga a few times. And they were just laughing. So, I was extremely exhausted when I woke up this morning, and I was very hesitant. I said I wanted to go to church, but I just didn't have the energy to really go. And I got my laptop out. I said, you know what? I'm going to have church online. And my spirit was just so uncomfortable. And something was just saying, get up, get up. So I decided to get up, took a shower, and I decided to go to church. And I'm glad that I went. It was the very thing that I needed to hear in terms of the sermon. And that was one way of me being resilient. That was one way of, God speaking to me and making me feel uncomfortable that I was still laying in bed. Now, how many of you have ever experienced a moment when you wanted 10 or 15 extra minutes of sleeping and you just wanted to hit the snooze button? However, because of your tenacity and your willingness to succeed and go to the next level and also exceed and achieve beyond your imagination inspired you to get up. I know many of you can attest to that. And here's another example. All right, so at one point I was running all kind of crazy obstacle races. The last race that I ran was the Warrior Dash. I think that was about 2 months ago. And with this race in particular, they make you, what do they make us do? They made us crawl underneath mud, underneath barbed wires, drag cement up hills, all kind of crazy things that we had to do. So I was really, really passionate about working out. So on Saturday, I put on my gym clothes and I said I would work out in the morning, but I got distracted from a phone call. And then that phone call, I ended up reading a book for some time. And then I got distracted. I decided to play the piano for some time. And by the time I looked, the whole morning had passed. And I remembered I had to deliver a presentation at a college. Long story short, I said, you know what, enough is enough. And I made my mind up that I would go work out. And that's another way, a personal example of ways that I was resilient. And, like I said, all these are good examples of many of you can relate to being tenacious, distractions, and being resilient. There were many distractions that came in my way, but I decided to get up because it was something that I wanted to do and something that I knew I had to do. Now, your next task is to think of a time when you got distracted and what did you do to overcome that distraction? You see, we live in an era where there are so many distractions and technology is just growing at a rapid pace. And we can't even keep up. Sometimes I have to ask my godchildren, what are all these acronyms, just to stay abreast of the things that are happening in our society. And think about the distractions that you see as you head to work, head to see clients, head to appointments, and do all these different things that we have to do. You see people texting while driving, you see people doing selfies while driving. All of those are distractions to keep you off course. And ladies and gentlemen, you have to have discipline and you have to learn how to prioritize your life. And one thing that I do to prioritize my life, I have a color-coded calendar. I meditate. I read an hour a day. And usually I'm able to read a book within a week. And you have to ask yourself, am I doing stuff like that? And you can't expect to get anywhere in life if you are attempting to organize all of these different things in your head. I mean, you just won't experience the amount of success that you ultimately want to achieve. And I would like to classify myself as a type A individual, a person who presents with extremely good organizational skills. However, I still have to implement the above strategies to ensure effectiveness in my business. Another thing, many of you haven't achieved the amount of success that you are destined for because you are involved in toxic relationships, you're in the wrong circle, you listen to naysayers, your why isn't big enough, and procrastination. You see, God created me to save lives, whether that's spiritually, financially, or emotionally. And the reason why that I've achieved the amount of success that I have because of my willingness to help other people without looking for something of monetary value. Excuse me. So this is what we're doing today. We're giving you free information to help you and guide you through your day-to-day operations. A few months ago, I had a client whom I was seeing because her maladaptive behaviors were just so cumbersome for her father to manage at home. And because of her unwillingness to accept rejection, she experienced many moments when she became suicidal. And to protect this individual's confidentiality, I will say that her caregiver was truly amazed to see how I stayed with her in the wee hours of the night to ensure that she was safe. Did I have to do that? Absolutely not. But I refused to allow her caregiver to navigate that situation alone. In order to succeed, you have to be willing to help other people. You've got to be hungry. You've got to be relentless. You've got to have drive, and you've got to be willing to accept rejection. Now, think about how many times people have told you they're going to do something for you, and they never did. There are many people who said that they would join our business, meaning Roger and I's business, and they have yet to do it. Is this disappointing? Absolutely. But you can't allow rejection to deter your path. But what happens when you're being resilient, when you're being tenacious, when you're being committed? Nevertheless, nothing is working. My advice to you is just to tweak it just a little bit, but don't you quit. Business has no shortcuts. And I think the biggest problem that I've come to realize is that, one, people don't really believe in their dreams, their vision. I mean, many people have these extraordinary ideas, but they're complacent. They don't know what to do with them. And then another thing, people are so afraid to invest in themselves. You see, there was a time when I would invest in the most expensive gear. Yes, absolutely. I could afford them. I could afford those luxuries. So it wasn't me acting out of haste. I wasn't being hasty, but I wanted to be stylish. I wanted to be the best thing. But you see, they weren't good business decisions. I had to be dressed to the T. I had to have the Gucci bag. I had to have the red bottoms. I had to have the designer watch. I had to have it all. And I have a friend who makes an extremely lucrative income. And for the life of me, I could never understand why in the world this individual would wear the same outfits. I knew he could afford a whole new wardrobe. And one day we had an open conversation about this. And then that aha moment struck me. It dawned on me. I said, you know what? The millionaire next door. And ladies and gentlemen, we have to tweak our lives sometimes. And although I love having nice things, my mindset is totally different. I'd much rather invest in a good book, spend $30, opposed to buying expensive handbags, expensive shoes, because I know the vision that I have for my life and for my family's life, and also for Roger and I's life. And in closing, Roger and I have a huge goal to help aspiring and thriving entrepreneurs to really create the lifestyle that they envision, to have a business and life at the same time. And by doing so, we're teaching people how to blog about things that they're passionate about. And as I mentioned to you earlier, I'm passionate about horses. I'm passionate about autism. Okay. Well, what is a blog? Some of you may ask, well, what is a blog? A blog basically is an online journal that allows you to share your expertise, skills, crafts, and abilities with others. And I want to leave you with a quote before I jump off. Before the fruits of prosperity can come, the storms of life need to first bring the required rains of testing, which mixes with the seed of wisdom to produce a mature harvest. So if you are a business owner and you are going through some adversities right now and you don't know if your business is going to make it, if you're going to succeed, just stay the course, just fight. And if you have to execute in 10x, do what you have to do. Okay. And to find out more information about my blog, you can actually go to www.dramandacarter.com. And to learn more about my organization, which is CARAFAP, you can go to www.carafap.com. And that's spelled CARAFAP.com. I'm getting ready to pass it off to Roger, and he's going to shed light into the second portion of our show. Always remember that God loves you. Be blessed and have a good night. Thank you.
Amen. Awesome. Awesome. Well, you guys, you heard it from Amanda directly. She is powerful. And the thing is, her vision is clear, guys. And so, we're going to really dive into some very, very powerful information over the next 30 minutes or so, 15 to 30 minutes or so. And right now is a great time to grab a notepad and a pen if you don't have one. You're kind of just listening in. Or if you do have a notepad and a pen, actually just grab another drink, water, whatever the case may be, your favorite beverage. And because right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you a couple of different concepts as it relates to finding your voice, okay? And right now, a lot of people out there are looking to find their voice in a myriad of different ways out there in the marketplace. There's different avenues to project, your ideas, your thoughts, your views, things of that nature, whether that's offline, okay, whether that's through flyers, whether that's through articles, whether that's through books, whatever the case may be. And we want to help individuals that are entrepreneurial find their voice through blogging. And blogging is an avenue that we have embraced. And in fact, we have a big vision for what we're looking to accomplish. And this is where you come in, okay? Because number one, it affects you directly in helping you find your voice. And then secondly, it helps us really manifest this big vision that we have of 25,000 bloggers in the next 90 days, okay? 25,000 bloggers in the next 90 days, helping them find their voice through our blogging platform. And the thing is, if you don't have a blog right now, or if you do have a blog, either way, it's awesome, all right? Because here's the thing I want you to understand, all right? Most people that get onto blogging, all right, there's a small percentage of people out there that try to blog, but they don't blog consistently. And again, it's all about being resilient. We're talking about resiliency tonight, right? So when they first come online, they're very, very, they get disenchanted because they don't understand that there's a lot of work that needs to be done to get, content created, to get, a target market defined, things of that nature, all right? How to find your voice is simply by knowing who your message is going to serve, all right? See, most often than not, that we don't really understand who we're serving, right? We know Amanda and I know who we're serving, right? We're servicing the needs of small business professionals and entrepreneurs. Typically, their ages range from 30, okay, to 50 years old. These are the people that we want to service. We want to help them become entrepreneurs, help them get out of the corporate America rat race, right? Maybe they're tired of being in a job right now that they can't stand, and they want to be able to live a life and have a business at the same time. They thought about traditional business, and maybe just don't have the capital necessary to start a traditional business. You may be a traditional business owner right now that's on the line and says, you know what? How can I blog to get my message out there, right? If that's you, we welcome all types of people that are entrepreneurial, whether they're aspiring entrepreneurs, whether they're home business owners, whether they're traditional businesses. All right, this message is for you because we understand that, when Amanda and I first started the blog, we knew that it was going to take a lot of work to be able to get us out there in the marketplace, for us to be seen. Okay, and that's being resilient in every different facet. Okay, because there's times when our blog didn't have enough followers. All right, we weren't generating enough traffic, we weren't generating enough leads. All right, we weren't generating sales for our business, for the fat matter. And at the end of the day, we realized that, okay, we have people that are relying upon us on a consistent basis, all right, to make things happen. And that's all about being resilient, guys. It's all about being resilient. See, right now, if you own a business or you're in corporate America, or looking to get out and looking to venture off into entrepreneurship, there are people that are looking to you, all right, and they need your voice to be heard. All right. Well, understanding who you're serving is part of having a voice. Once you understand who your viewership is, now all of a sudden it's crafting a message to go out and solve their issue, whatever their issue is, right? What if you're a financial advisor, right, and you want to help more people get an understanding of how money works, right? I actually have a financial advisory practice myself. I'm a 15 and a half year professional, right? One of the things that I love to do is I love to give tips and strategies and things of that nature, right? But my voice is in being able to share with people the things that are in between the 6 inches between my ears, stuff that I've learned over 15 and a half years. But here's the thing, success to me is a duty, obligation, and responsibility, all right? And the thing is, being resilient is part of the equation to success. All right. Finding your voice, all right, is part of the equation to success. All right. And so in blogging, you've got an avenue, or you've got a platform where now you could truly be yourself. All right. You could truly be yourself, ladies and gentlemen. And here's the beauty about it is that there are many different platforms out there that we've seen that sometimes, we've had people get shut down, like YouTube. Like if you go out there and you throw up YouTube videos, or maybe you put a post on Facebook, whatever the case may be, and you get flagged or whatever, there's haters out there. There are people that don't like you. And that's not saying that to be disparaging. That's just saying that to be real. Now, here's the thing. You can let that affect you, or you can do something about it. And how you do something about it, again, is by having a voice on the internet through a blog. All right. See, here's the thing. You can control what goes on a blog. All right. You could share videos, podcasts, written content, things of that nature. Right. If you love cooking, right, and let's say you have some cooking recipes that you want to get out there. I mean, you want to write a cookbook. Maybe you have a cookbook right now, right? And you want to get that out there in the marketplace, right? Maybe you have an event planning business, right? And because you have an event planning business, you want to let more people know about what you do, right? All across the world, for that matter. Maybe you want to expand your reach. Well, blogging gives you the opportunity to demonstrate your expertise, lifestyle, things of that nature, right? And so that's what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about finding your voice through blogging, finding your voice through good, valuable content. Because here's the thing, you will not get paid, ladies and gentlemen, unless you actually give value. Now, a lot of people have some misconceptions about that, right? A lot of people have misconceptions about that. They say, well, you know what, or they feel like they're entitled to something. And as an entrepreneur, you're not entitled to anything. No one owes you anything. No one owes you nothing as an entrepreneur. You've got to go out there and work for it. You got to go out there and establish your voice. You got to go out there and be able to give people, all right, good, valuable information so that, number one, and it's got to be on a consistent basis. This is how you get your voice heard, right? You get your voice heard because someone discovers you on a YouTube video, right? And let's say you're an aspiring music artist, right? And you go on out there and shooting a video. Well, guess what? Who knows who's going to see that video? Who knows who's going to share that piece of content? I've seen people get record deals because they had a YouTube video, right? And the people at the record company were so impressed that guess what? They got a record deal because they're projecting their voice out there. They're not afraid. They're resilient in the face of rejection, right? They're not worried about what other people are going to say about them, right? And the thing is, you got to be the same way, all right? You got to be the same way. You got to look at your life, all right, as a calling, all right, to help others get what they want, and in turn, you will get what you want. See, the bigger vision about what we're doing, guys, is that just not about 25,000 bloggers. This is 25,000 entrepreneurs that we're looking to help over the next 90 days to help them get their voice out there, to help them get more sales, more revenue for their business, to help them get off a dead-end job. That's what we're passionate about, guys. That's why Amanda and I are doing, this weekly webcast, because we want to make sure that this particular, our following, right, deserves the very best. We understand that our following deserves, to have information shared with them on a weekly basis, right, barring any, unforeseen circumstances, whatever the case may be. But for the most part, we want to be here every single week, giving you valuable information that you can not only digest, but now put into action. You see, my mentor always taught me something called the speed of implementation. See, if there's any one nugget that you've gotten tonight, I want you to go out there and make a game plan around whatever you've learned tonight and immediately put it into action. Immediately put it into action, because that's what's going to separate you from everybody else, is that you've actually implemented something that you learned. All right. And we just understand that it's about repetition. We're about learning something, something maybe heard in a different way, right? And again, for us, that's about getting our voice out there in the marketplace. That's how you get your voice heard. All right. You do whatever it takes. You do it through videos. You do it through articles. You do it through live webcasts like this. Live, this is our weekly internet TV show. All right, where we get to just sit back and just talk to you guys, right? Because we realize that being an entrepreneur is not easy. It isn't, all right? It's not easy. And so if I had to take a poll right now, right, and in fact, we're actually going to be upgrading our platform here. We're going to be instituting a comment section here very shortly where you guys can comment. We can check out the comments and things of that nature. In fact, if you guys want to leave us comments on the video itself, you guys can go to the video, all right, and on YouTube and actually leave some comments. Let us know that you're actually feeling this information. Let us know maybe the one nugget that you took away from Amanda. Let me know the one nugget that you took away from what I shared, right? Because it's all about empowerment, ladies and gentlemen. It's all about empowerment. Empowerment helps you find your voice, okay? Because if you're not right within, if you're not right internally, you can't project what you want externally, okay? Because most people, they listen to other people, right? Dream stealers, right? And they take this advice, right? And let's say they had an idea, and then the idea gets shut down. Well, then your voice is not heard. Your voice is never heard, all right? It's drowned out, all right? But you got to rise above that particular aspect. You got to rise above those particular naysayers and let people know, look, this information is vital for me to get out there. I have a duty and obligation and responsibility, not just for my own self, but just to make sure that the people that this message needs to get to, it needs to get to. All right. So that's what we're talking about, being resilient. That's what we're talking about, finding your voice. And again, you do that through a platform like blogging, because here's the thing. There's stuff that I've put on there. Okay. There's on my blog. By the way, my blog is rogersilveraonline.com, or you can go to Amanda's as well. Dr. Amanda Carter is actually Dr. Amanda Carter. Is it Dr. Amanda Carter online, babe? I wasn't sure which one it is. Unmute real quick. Unmute, babe, real quick. Is it Dr. Amanda Carter online, or what's your URL?
It's Dr. Amanda Carter.
Okay, perfect.
It's a DR, not
DR, right. DR Amanda Carter online. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Yeah, and so guys, check out, the type of content that we're sharing with people, right? And the thing is, it took us a while to get, out there, right? It took us a while to get recognized, all the Instagram posts, all the Facebook posts, all the LinkedIn stuff, right? That's what we're talking about, being a resilient entrepreneur. Because the thing is, the vision is strong, right? 25,000 new bloggers in the next 90 days. Can you imagine how ginormous that vision is? Now, Man and I believe in living on a 10x type of mentality, right? So here's the thing, you can say, well, yeah, that's pretty big. How you gonna do that? Blah blah blah. And you can have all the, different opinions that you want. But here's the thing: opinions don't buy lifestyle. Okay, vision does. Executed vision buys lifestyle. All right, executed goals and intentions buy lifestyle. All right, not opinions. All right. So here's the thing: we don't want you to take anybody's opinion. All right. We want you to go out there and formulate your own opinion, right? Go out there and form your own voice, right? It's one thing that it's just, people say, well, if you can't make a way, if you can't find a way, if you can't find a way, make a way, right? You got to find a way to do things that are essentially uncomfortable, right? Are essentially uncomfortable. That's a way to find your voice, right? Because it's stretching you to become a better person. All right. So if you guys are feeling this, leave some comments on our blog. Maybe what we'll do is we'll have a post that's dedicated to our TV show, and we'll refer to that from time to time in future shows. Where you can leave comments. For right now, we have our YouTube channel. That you can all you gotta do is just go to the YouTube video and just go ahead and leave a comment. Leave a comment. Let us know that you guys are feeling this information that we're sharing tonight. All right, because again, we want to ensure that you leave out of here, feeling better than you were 32 minutes ago. All right, 32 minutes ago, you had an idea of what we were going to talk about because we kind of pre-framed it in the marketing messages that we shared, but tonight I want you to understand that it's all about being resilient and being willing to do what it takes to help, to go out there and foster your voice, right? And once you have your voice, okay, give people what they want. Give people what they want, all right? Here's the thing: when you've made it, and let me rephrase that, because I don't think no one ever makes it, okay? Because there's always another level of success. There's always another level, okay? And that's where you've got to continuously be resilient. You got to have the attitude that says, you know what, success is my duty, obligation, and responsibility, hands down, without question. And here's the thing: yes, it is. It truly is. And again, if you are comfortable in your own skin, if you're comfortable in getting uncomfortable, for that matter, but you're also comfortable in a way where you are tenacious about sharing your message, right? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. And we're just having to have an option or platform such as blogging to help us get it done. Okay. So right now, if you don't have a blog, if you don't have a medium where you can start to engage with your followers and you're thinking, man, you know what? I would love to find out more about blogging. I would actually love to have a blog myself. I've been thinking about getting a blog out there. Ladies and gentlemen, now's the time to consider taking action. Now's the time to start putting things in place, right? Because here's the thing, time waits for nobody. We understand that. And having your voice, you got to go out there and be tenacious, okay? And so one of the things that we'll do, okay, is that as a Cloud2 Premium customer, by the way, Cloud2 Premium is our own platform. You guys can click on that green button right now. If you're on the web page, all right, you guys can click that green button that's down below. It says, get my Cloud2 Premium blog today. Click on that, and you'll actually see what our platform has to offer. All right. What about a way where you can get access to instant training? All right, understanding how to get your voice out there, the how-tos. Right, that's awesome. All right. Obviously you'll have us where we'll do a 30-minute new member coaching with you to understand what your voice is all about, what's your message, all right? Helping you craft your message. And then from there, taking it there and then putting an actionable game plan so that you can start to see results, all right? And the thing is, whatever you sell, whatever you're offering, things of that nature, we want to help you sell more of that, okay? We don't want to take you away from that. We want to help you enhance that, okay? So that means that maybe you're in a network marketing company right now and you're talking about health and wellness. Well, guess what? We want to help you become the best health and wellness expert out there, all right, so that you can have a voice amongst all the other people that are in your company, right? How nice would that be? Where you could have your specific voice, and the thing is, because people like who you are, and then they're able to trust you, they ultimately want to do business with you. And that's essentially how it works. First, they must like you, then they can trust you, then they can do business with you. So, my friend, all I want you to do right now is very, very simple, okay? We're actually looking for 5 new people, all right, for the month of August, okay? We're looking for 5 people that we can mentor, all right? And over the next 90 days, okay, we're going to help, essentially what we're going to do is we're going to help at least minimum 15 over the next 90 days, and we turn that into 25,000. All right, turn that into 25,000. Now you may say, "Wow, that's a pretty big goal. It's a pretty ambitious goal." Well, guess what? If you're not thinking on a 10x level, then what if you do hit the target, right? What if you do hit the target? Then you're disappointed because you could have actually got a lot larger with your intentions, right? I want you to think beyond what your scope of possibility is, okay? And again, that's all about being resourceful and resilient, right? And believing that it's possible for you. Believing that it's possible for you. Whatever business, whatever that you're marketing, you might not even be marketing anything right now. You may just say, you know what? We actually want to learn how we can use blogging to get our voice out there, but we don't mind actually learning how to make some extra money for that matter. And the thing is, we'll be able to help you understand that and actually help you put a game plan together over the next 90 days so that you can start manifesting those things for you and your family. All right. So with that said, go ahead and click the link below right now and go ahead and get your Cloud2 Premium blog today, ladies and gentlemen. Get your Cloud2 Premium blog today. And Amanda and I are going to jump on the phone with you for 30 minutes. So we're going to help you guide you from where you are right now, maybe being a novice, to helping you getting your blog up and running, and so that and then helping you craft your message. Okay, putting a simple game plan together that you said, this is my business, this is what I'm offering. How can I use blogging to get that message out there and help me find my voice? That's what we're going to work with you guys on right now. But right now, it takes the first step. If they say, Roger, you know what? I already have a blog. Well, guess what? Are you getting ranked? Are you consistently getting new traffic and new leads for your offers? Right? Maybe Maybe it's an expensive proposition that you have right now because maybe it's costing you a lot of money to maintain that blog that you have, right? But Collaborative Premium is very different, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine having a platform where everything was done for you from a technical aspect, and all you had to do was turn the key and then actually drive the car. The car is already put together for you. It's not like you have to put together the car. The car is already done for you. All right. And that's what we love about it, is because as two busy professionals, we don't have time to sit there and worry about hosting and all this other stuff or any technical mumbo jumbo, because we just don't have time for it. Right. And so Amanda and I love this platform because now we can be able to help people, not just help ourselves, but help people find their voice. Right. So whether you're a doctor, whether you have a florist business, it doesn't matter what you have, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you've got an idea and we can help you get that idea out there in the marketplace. Again, finding your voice is through being resilient, being powerful, having a clear message, okay, a clearly defined targets, and a clearly defined marketing plan, so that now you can go out there and execute with excellence. All right. So with that said, I look forward to talking to you guys on our next webcast. And so we are truly excited because tonight, hopefully you've got some value out of tonight. We want to make sure that this is educational. Yes, we're here, we're offering, the opportunity to work with us directly and become part of the 25,000 and 90-day vision that we have. All right. So if you like that idea, if you like that exciting aspect of being able to be part of that vision, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and click the link below, because it is time for you to get your voice out there in the marketplace. Sweetie, would you like to add any last parting words before we go? Because I think tonight we gave our viewers some powerful and insightful information.
I'm just so grateful to be a part of the Dream Team. I definitely love the vision behind it. We belong to a very supportive and aspiring group of entrepreneurs. Please check out my blog. You'll see many different things. I know I've written a blog post about online dating. I've written a blog post about autism, the effervescent entrepreneur, the serial entrepreneur. So I have many different interests, and I know whenever you take the opportunity to read them, you may chuckle, you may have some aha moments, you may even wipe a few tears away. So make sure you check out my blog post, check out Roger's blog post, and we look forward to having you. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate you, and we love each and every one of you. God bless.
God bless, guys, and we look forward to seeing you on our next show coming up next week. So with that said, guys, take care. Again, click the link below. Get your Collaborative Premium blog tonight and take action, because once you do, we're going to hop on the phone with you and start helping you with your 90-day game plan, so that you can have success and help your voice be heard in the marketplace. With that said, talk to you soon. God bless, and we'll talk to you on our next event of our Blogging for Profit series. Talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.